Right, I've got a MacBook A1708, liquid damage. I've stripped all the bits. All the bits are nice and tidy in the tray here. Don't want to be losing anything. Quite obviously you can see these corrosion there. The liquid has penetrated. There are some markers that are flagged up on the battery side, so this has suffered quite a substantial amount of liquid. There are corrosion here. So I'm not so sure. I've got to sort of possibly remove the keyboard, and I'm not looking forward to do that, but that's that, and that's as far as I can see for now. There's no corrosion on the LCD connector, luckily, so that's what it looks like. She's dropped water, so it's not Coke or coffee. That could have been catastrophic, basically. Means that the whole panel, the keyboard and all the shebang, everything needed to be replaced, basically. So basically that's that. So let me put this to a side. Let me put it in a nice sort of a, let me just wrap it with bubble wrap of something, so I'm not sort of because I don't have any spare trays anymore. Maybe I should go and invest in some, but for now this will do, because it is in a clean condition. She has looked after it, but it's one of those things, this accident can happen to anybody at any time, given time, so that's just one of the things. So yeah, just going to wrap this, put it away with these, and then I'm going to have a look at the logic board and see where we're at with it. So let's put this to a side somewhere. Here we are. Alright, so let me get in my marking. Okay, so right now, alright, so you've got corrosion there, a bit here. Let me get a point. Okay, this bit here, quite a bit there. Obviously the markers flagged up red. There's corrosion here, corrosion here. Nothing. Probably need to take this off and have a look as well. This bit here, there, the bit there. Sadly the full board is suffered quite a hefty. I'll have to remove the SSD, which I'll do that after. Yep, so okay, so that's that. Let's move on to further up on the board. Sadly, let's see what's going on. Wow, that's going to be a mission to Mars, basically. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I'm losing my faith on this board, basically, but then again, I don't quit that easily. So let's go further down. Yep, there's corrosions here as well. Let's move towards the left. Under the CPU, I've not taken the heatsink off, so no, this is just an initial prognosis, basically. So I should say the word diagnostic. Let's have a look at here. There's a bit of a corrosion on the connector for the speaker. The other one's okay. This connector's okay. Alright, so again, what's underneath this I won't know until I start stripping it apart, but there's a bit of a corrosion on, tiny corrosion on this here, and a bit of a corrosion on there. Now I hope that that's not a default. It's not. It's not deformed. No, I don't think so. I hope not. So what looks like it's going to keep me busy then. And then on the opposite side, so look, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on area by area. I'm not going to sort of, you know, section by section basically. And yeah, ouch, okay. Thankfully, I can't see anything else under the CPU, so that's one good news. That this, let's zoom out a little bit. All right, so we're coming near to the CPU section, the underside, and this is your CPU section basically. As you can see, the retention brackets are there. So right, okay, so my instinct says that this is going to be a successful repair, and CPU should be fine. Alright, okay, so that's where we're at with it. Not sure whether to remove the SSD drive. Probably will have to at some point, so we'll do that after, but that's where we're at with it at the moment. So there's damage on the capacitor as well. Right, Chloe. First part of the damage on the A1708 is the fact that there was a bit of a corrosion on the capacitor here. The capacitor's not shorted, okay, and basically I've reflowed the joints here, and the capacitor's fine, no problem. I'm getting a decent diode mode reading, basically 0.4. Let me just check that for you again. And sadly, as I said, because of all this microscope business, I'm not sorted. I'll tell you what the reading is 0.436. That's the reading what I'm getting. Maybe I'll capture that on the webcam. Just give me a sec. Let's switch over to the Logitech webcam. There we go. And as you can see me working on the board under the microscope here, and you can also see the multimeter. And when I probe over the capacitor, red probe on the ground, and on the terminal where this is what I'm getting, 0.436. So we're quite happy with that. Okay, so let's get this a little bit closer and I'll show you what's going on. I've actually reflowed the area, and this is what's happened. Right, so this leg now, this is actually a Q8400, which is responsible for the backlight at SO Estate. So right, the backlight FET was burnt out, so that's been replaced. Well, I'm replacing it now from a donor board, and that is the Q8400. That's actually one of the leg is actually missing on that. So I've got it off a Macbook Air 2015. It's exactly the same FETs that's on the backlight circuit as well, and that's on the backlight, so it's the same FET basically. Most of the corrosions have been taken care of. There were two capacitors that was on the audio line. The left, I think it was a left speaker, I'll have to check the schematic, but left speaker line, they were busted. So I've got the replacement parts here from Farnell UK. That's the part number, okay, 16TQS33MBD, and these are 33 microfarad 16 volt, and the packages are small, the tiny little capacitors. I've already took them out, just how close they are to this Hynix NAND chip basically. I've had to sort of kind of rip them out, but these are the caps basically, but they're very sort of the packages are very small. I can't remember the package size, but if I can, I'll update you. But the newer ones, I bought a pack of 20, and that's what they look like, with a little marking on the top, with, see if I can read the marking. Get this under the microscope so you can see, yeah, N7D. Those are the ones, and the rest are in the pack. I'll order some more. Apparently I've had a message to say that these parts are discontinued, so I'll probably get another 20 or something like that and just keep them in the back stock. So yep, that's that. This never ends, this MacBook liquid damage repair. Just inspecting the underside of the keyboard, and there's a capacitor that's busted up, so I don't know what's going to happen with that one, and I hope it's not part of the backlight keyboard circuit, but we'll find out in a bit. The board's been reassembled. Well, I'm in the process of doing so actually. These capacitors that got busted, those have been replaced. So that's that. Okay, so that's well, like Louis says, fan spin, and the MacBook is booting. That's all right. Still got a few bits and bobs to try out. Also, I've got to test the battery, because the battery, there's a bit of a corrosion on the battery circuit basically, so I'm hopeful that the battery doesn't need replacing, but I won't know. I'll just still waiting for the iOS to load up. So yep, I'm gonna, here we go. Okay, and that's loaded. Wow, what a mission it has been basically. But yeah, end of the tunnel is light, so never give up on things like this, because this board was quite badly damaged. So just got to put the unit back together, but as I said before, I've got to test the battery and make sure the battery is charging. So we'll take it from there. Okay. New battery, as I said, that's gone on. And as you can see, that when I look at the system utility, charge cycle is 0, battery condition is normal, and I use this app basically for my battery monitoring. Let me just minimize that, and this is the app what I use. And you look here, battery design capacity is this, full charge capacity, battery's health is good, and that's the amp that's drawing from the power supply basically. So yeah, this is all original batteries. These are no messing around basically with it. It is showing charging here, as you can see. Let's over that. Okay, so it's gone up to 69%, and you've just seen it going up to 70%. So I'm going to let the battery charge fully. And the code is ADP000, and it says no issue found. So what that effectively means is that the MacBook is running as it should be basically. So everything's great. I'll be using it up until tomorrow, and then hopefully should have it back Monday. Okay,